Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and it's Monday, so that means it's another page in our Page by Page 2 project. Now, this is the book that we have so far. We have a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing. So we're going to be working on page 26, which is way back here on this page right here. Now, I've begun storing this book flat just because of the way that it's getting. You know, it's getting so rounded, and it's because I was storing it in a container and it's too big for the container, and so it's my fault that it got so rounded. So I'm trying to flatten it out. Okay, so setting that aside, today's prompt, I'm going to use a wild card, one of my 2 wild cards, and we're on page 26 of 28, so there you go. And that's going to be window envelope. Okay, we've already done envelope, but we're going to do window envelope. Now, we're going to need a charm, so I had to break into my charm box. It's a cigar box, and my charms, my bulb pins, and my jump rings and stuff are in here. And the charm I picked out was a unicorn. We've got a gold bulb pin, and we've got a white one because this page is going to be shabby chic, so it's going to have lace and it's going to have pearls. Okay, so let's set this aside since we've already picked them out. We're also going to need acetate, and we're going to need our Big Shot. Ooh, we're going to need our Big Shot. Let me set this to the side. Whoa, it's kind of heavy. I just got the bigger Big Shot that's 9 inches wide, so I can do a whole page. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll use that real soon. Let's see what else we're going to need. We're going to need an envelope. And the kit we're using is Worn Wallflower by Junk with Steph. She has some really beautiful stuff. The links for her Etsy store are going to be below. So this is the paper, and I've inked it. This is the backing paper, so we can set that to the side, and we're going to be working on the paper. So we'll set the backing paper to the side. Here's our paper. Here's our envelope paper, and the acetate, and you'll see why we're doing it this way in just a minute. Here's our envelope card. We're going to have a card inside of our envelope. We'll use this paper. And then this is going to be our writing card and the paper for the envelope, the front of the envelope. And then we're going to back our cards with cream colored paper. I didn't print them double-sided. Okay, so are you ready to go? All right. So the first thing we're going to do is the envelope. So let me set the paper to the side too. Now I'm going to do this a little bit different because I admit it, I cannot cut out that little window for the window envelope. So we're going to do it a little different. This paper. Let's set everything to the side that we're not using. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our envelope. I guess we're going to need our paper back. Oh, this is our envelope paper. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm going to set the acetate to the side. I put a little black dot on it so I can see it. But I know where I put it too. So what we're going to do is we're going to size the envelope to our paper. And then we're going to cut the little piece off to make the pocket. When we do that, it's going to open up the envelope. Then we'll be able to cut the window using our Big Shot and we'll have already papered our envelopes, so we'll cut the paper and have the envelope window at the same time, and then we'll just put acetate in as if it was a window envelope. Okay, so here's our paper. You know, actually I wanted to use, no, I'm going to use this paper. All right, so let's set that to the side for a minute. I have notes on everything. So we need to cut this down to the size of the paper. Now our page opened this way, so we have to remember that this is the open side. However, wow, look how wide that is. I know what we'll do. When we cut it down, we'll cut down the width too. When we cut the little, I was going to cut just a little piece for the card and have it come out this way. But I think what I'm going to do is cut it down more. Okay, so let's cut it for the height first. Let's see, we're going to have a belly band. That's going to go from top to bottom. Not going to add anything to wrap it around. So we'll cut that part off. And we're going to be using the envelope shut, but we don't want to shut it yet. We don't want to glue it shut yet. We want to be able to open it up. Okay, now we want to cut the slice for the width, or for the card opening, but it's going to be our width as well. Let's take that much off, I think. So let's do that. And this is in instead of just cutting a little slice in it. I didn't realize how wide the card was. Okay. So now we have a belly band that we can put a window in, because that makes this open. Okay. Now here are my die. Oh, here are my die that cut windows. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to cover the front of the paper, not including the envelope flap. Okay, so we're going to cover it with this. So we're going to need a piece of paper this wide, and then we'll come back and do the length. Oh, actually, oh, that's right, it's going to be the length of the page, so it's just a little bit off here. I have a new printer and I can print borderless, so we'll come back and do that in just a second. We'll do the width first. I just wanted to make sure my pencil mark was my pencil mark. Okay, so it's going to be this. Let's make sure. Yeah, that is the length. In fact, it's just a teeny weeny bit longer maybe a 1/16, so we're not going to worry about it. Let's just glue this on to the cover. I don't know where I'm reaching. You don't want to glue too far in. You want to glue where it holds, but you don't want to glue in far enough that you're going to have trouble. Well, you'd have to glue through the middle, so don't glue through the middle of this paper to put it down. I know you guys like to do the middle. Just do the edges on this one because we don't want glue where we're going to be cutting. Okay. So let's glue this on. We could almost have a belly band that flips down. You know what? Almost. But we do those. All right. So now we're going to take and we're going to cut the hole in our envelope and our paper at the same time. This is my plan. And that makes it easy because we could put it wherever we want. We could put it in the center if we want, which I think would be kind of fun. So let's get out our big shot. Let's cover up our glue. Move it out of the way. Okay, sorry about my mic. Might hear a little extra noise while we do this. So we're going to get this out. This is not a tutorial on the big shot. I've got a lot to do, so okay. Let's see if I can get it straight without washi taping it down. Because this will go through 2 pieces of paper at once. I'm going to run it back through. And you know what I didn't do is I didn't open the envelope. So I may have to put you on hold so you don't have to watch me do this whole thing again. Yeah, because now we have a window, but we don't have a backing to the window, because I cut through the whole thing. Okay, so let me put you on hold and I'll redo this part, and then that way you don't have to, you won't have to watch me do it again. Okay, I'll show you the I'll show you this part again. I decided to have you guys watch me do this because that way we can avoid our mistake. Okay, so I want to cut this a little bit wider, I think. Oh, I can't because the paper I have is the same width. Okay, so we're going to open this. We need to cut this to this width. this side, the side where the flap is. So here's our flap. We're going to cut the opposite side. So that's going to let us open it. Okay. We're going to paper it. You know what? It's a good thing I messed up anyway. We're going to ink it. And then we're going to paper it. I think I was trying to fit it in a certain amount of time, and I was going a little too fast. Shabby the corners up a little bit. Now we'll glue it on. Let's get our mistake out of the way. Okay, and then before we forget, we should ink the back. Well, we won't see the back. Let's ink the sides anyway. That way what we see from the edge will be inked, just in case we don't want to see any white. Alexa, turn on plug 1. That's probably better. Okay. Now, we're going to open it up. And we're going to run it through the die cut. We're going to have to trim a little bit. Whoops, you can't see it. We're going to have to trim a little bit off the bottom of the envelope. now we should be good to go. And we have this nifty piece that we can save for ephemera. It's got a little line on both sides. It is open, so we have two, just like we have two left over from the first time. Okay, let's put this away. We don't want to lose it. I had the paper clip that holds it shut on the wrong side. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Now, we're going to need to paper this so that we don't have any anything showing through. You know what I mean? Like when you take the card out, there won't be any any white showing through. So we don't have any scraps. We should have. All right. So we'll cut another piece this wide, but we only need it to be a few inches long. Oh, look, here's that image. And we still have plenty to make the writing card with. Alright, we want our image to go this way. Let's make this a little bit shorter. See if we can get the image in the window. Okay, let's cut it off about here. And we got this piece left over, which we're going to need. Probably for something. Doesn't matter, we're going to be using our glue right now. Now we're just going to glue it on this side, and that will be enough to hold it in there. We want to make sure that we know where the window is. Okay, this way. So let's just glue the top and the bottom. Well, once we do this, trying to think of the easiest way to do this. Then we are going to need to glue it on this side. I'm holding it up to the light. There we go. That's going to work just fine. Yep. Okay. So now we're going to close the envelope back here. We're going to put some glue on here. So that it will stick to the back when we close it. We don't want to get any glue on here. We only want glue on the picture. That way when we slide things in and out, it will be glued. We only want to glue the flap. And just go around the outside of the flap, not down here, and then that should fix us up. So now we should have our belly band, which we do. And then our pocket is on this side. We need to glue the bottom back together. And then we'll trim it. The reason we didn't glue this to this is because we need to be able to slide our writing card in and out. Okay. Let's ink this. Forgot. Fortunately, we're doing shabby, so we can get the corners a little grungy. Okay, there we go. Actually, let me make sure on the length of this before we trim it. Yep. Now, yeah, we're going to glue this on in the center. And make sure. Oh, we didn't put the acetate in the window. And I bet this is stuck down. No. Looks like we can still open it. I knew something looked funny. Okay. Now, how are we going to do it? Oh, we could have done it from this side. This will make it easier though. All right, let's get our piece of acetate. Okay, let's start a new video. Okay, so let's cut our piece of acetate, which is where we left off. We can use the front to do that. All we need is a piece just big enough to cover. Why didn't I do that at the edge? I don't know. So I should have marked both ends. Let's do our width. Here's our width on one side. Actually, we can just cut it right there. Save all your acetate scraps. Okay, that'll be big enough to cover. Which side is easier? Oh, this side definitely. Okay, let's just put a little bit of glue because I don't want it to slide across the window. Let's see, where's our acetate? Let's put a little bit of glue on either side. And then we're going to have to put some on the front side so that when we slide things in and out, they don't get caught on the acetate. So let's put it in this way from this side. Okay, wow, rescued. We rescued it. Okay, now we can re-glue this, which we never did have to unglue. We got lucky there because I glued it in crooked. Yep, we sure did. So we're going to glue around the outside again. And glue it shut. Now we have our belly band. Well, at least I was able to ink it. If I'd have remembered to put the acetate in, I wouldn't have been able to ink it. So there you go. So now we'll put our belly band on our page. I always say that the text should face to the right, so that this text is right side up when you're looking at it from this way. It's just a thing. Which means this text is going to look upside down. So you want to put the little girl this way. Can't really tell. So let's glue the top and the bottom. Check and see if it's straight. Okay, look at that, 1 1/4 all the way down. Okay, now we're going to make our writing card. Which we're going to have to cut for the height. Get the writing right side up. We'll cut this little bit off. Let's see if it fits. Well, it fits, but I'm going to do just a hair. See if that goes through better. Look at that. Pull it right off. Yeah, I don't think that's exactly in the center, but let's make sure it's straight. Let's put a little bit more glue on here. Now that we've been messing around with it so many times. Go. Okay, now we're going to do it from this way. Okay, now because of where the glue is, we're going to have to trim it just a little bit more. Remember, I always leave the mistakes and the troubles in, just in case you have the same trouble. Yeah, see, it's getting caught on a spot that the glue came loose on the back of the envelope. Okay, let's make it this wide. I don't think we're going to be able to back it, which is what I really wanted to do. I don't think it'll fit underneath if we do. So normally I would back this with cream colored paper. We do have that much room. It's still a little snug. Oh, I know what it is. It's going in the pocket. No, there's still a piece of the envelope. So we're going to have to put it on page 27. Okay, so that'll be fine. Let's round the corners and then we'll ink it. I wanted to put some lace on it. Remember, we're going to kind of do our corners. We're not going to put any lace on this either. We wanted to. If this was in a bigger book or a regular book that we should have, or I should have, gone ahead and folded it over, and then that would have given us more room. That was my fault. So just remember that. Cut it an inch longer so that you have a 1/2 inch at the top and the bottom. Normally I'm going to go ahead and stencil this, but I'm not going to do it on camera. You guys have seen me stencil before. If you haven't, go back and watch some of the other videos in the series that have writing cards and you'll see it. There's 25 other videos in this series so far. We're going to have 28 altogether. There's a free PDF step by step that you can get at the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, or over after no, by the time you see this, you'll be able to get it free over at buymeacoffee/Sweet Pea Papers for free as well. I'm going to start moving all the free papers over there. Alright, so we'll have our writing card that fits. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to do is to put a small little pocket at the bottom and put a small little tag in there. But since we put this in the center instead of, you know, up here, then I don't think we're going to be able to do that. So now we need to make the card that fits in here. And I want this with the stamps. So I want the width to be here. We might want it a little smaller. What am I catching on? Yeah, it needs to be shorter. Oh, of course, we didn't measure for that yet. No wonder it won't fit. I'm like, what is going on? Having a little bit of trouble today. Seemed pretty straightforward in my head. It was just quite a few steps, that was all. Yep, and that fits right in there. Okay, let's round the corners. I like the way that looks with the stamps across the top. it's going to go in there, but we're going to need to take a small scrap. We're going to need to make a tab. I think that should be long enough, and it might be too long. Okay, the writing goes this way, so we want the tab on this side. We can make it just a smidge shorter. Okay, let's ink it up. Okay, now we're going to glue it on. I think we want it right where this pretend fold is, because that, as an optical illusion, makes it look like the center. Oh, look at that, the text is upside down. I'm going to stencil this too. Put this back in here. And I keep putting it underneath instead of in the pocket. We have so much room to put it in the pocket. Don't we? Now, I know we measured this. We can take the tab off. Have the card stick out a little bit. No, I don't want to do that. Let's make it a little bit shorter. And we'll have to re-round the corners. So that means we're going to have to make it shorter, or short enough that we cut the rounded ends off. This video is going to go on forever, isn't it? There we go. There the tab sticks out. So let's re-round these corners. Mistake averted. Okay, now we're going to leave this out and the writing card out. I'm going to put some lace on here. I'm now thinking the lace I have is too wide, which it is. So let's look and see. Looks like the lace I have available right at hand is all too wide. That might work. Having an issue closing the drawer. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. So we want to put the glue down here, but we don't want to glue the pocket shut. She says confidently. Okay, we'll trim this a little bit. Okay, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Oops, glue's really coming out now. Okay. I'm putting this where the center part is right on the inside because we want to run the pearls down the center. So if we had put that hanging off the side, then we wouldn't have anywhere to put the pearls. So this window isn't exactly centered. And if we move that over a little bit, then you'll be able to see the side. Well, we're just going to have to live with it. Alright, now these are brand new pearls that I just got. So let's see how it works. Is that gold spot the end? No, it doesn't look like it. I do not see an end. There has to be an end sticking out somewhere, doesn't there? Oh, they are both right here. I knew that little wire could be cut through. A little thin twisty tie. Oh, way to start another video. Okay, here's the end. I'll fix that later. So we're gonna go from here. I got these from my friend Allie at AliExpress. I think I got this lace from Lisa at Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling, and the link is below the video. All you have to do is scroll down to recommended stores and YouTube channels. There's a list that I put there. It's there every week, and she's listed right there. It's also at etsy.com/shop/paper lace and bling. No Lisa. Okay. Put the pearls on. Not yet, Oz. I've run past the time. It's time for his TREAT. Trimming this up a little bit because it was just one pearl too much, in my opinion. Okay, that looks better. Oh no. What did I do with the end? There it is. That was silly to lose track of that, wasn't it? And put the glue down, and then we'll be done. We'll just glue it to the backing paper and glue it in the book. The reason we're going to have to put this on 27, even though it's 26, we'll just put 27 on 26, is because we can only put the card in that one way. Oh no, we got our bulb pin and our charm to put on. Okay, that's that on there. Okay, we'll figure this out later. Should have kept that end out. There it is. And put that big wad over here somewhere, but have this end sticking out. Get this under control. Here's our bulb pin. Now let's see if the gold or the white looks better. See, the white makes it blend in, but the gold, I think the white to match the pearls. So we're going to put it right on the lace. There we go. Now our unicorn is hanging off in the wrong direction. I always do it backwards. Let's try that one more time. And put it up just a little bit higher. There we go. Yeah, that's better. We'll put this card in. Could have made a better picture show here. I'll probably put a little piece of ephemera on that. And then this card goes underneath. There it goes. This goes on the backing paper. Did you think we were ever going to get this far? I was beginning to wonder. Seriously. The writing cards don't go in and out as easily as I would like, but I'll tell you the truth, I won't be writing on them. However, I should have done it better. That'll be nice. Our charm will hang out of the and our page is too tall. I would cry if it wasn't so funny. It will still fit in the book, I'm pretty sure. So we always have a little bit of space. So we'll just pretend like that didn't happen. Let's take a look at our book. Let's see how bad this is going to be. Nope, it's just going to fit. Whew. It's not going to be quite right, but it is just going to fit. This was a comedy of errors. I don't know how the page ended up too long. I didn't trim it for the height, because it was the borderless. That's what happened. I was so excited about having no borders. I forgot to trim it. This is going to be tricky business. Barely, just barely. I mean, I could have cut a pearl off and trimmed this up a little bit, but now we got our charm hanging out, and that's our page. In our book. I think it's pretty. That's how apparently not to do a page. That's why my voice is like this. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Okay. All right, that's it. That's our page. That means that's our video. Let's get this out of the way so you can see it. Got our charm. And I will see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.